Hello and welcome to another Watcher of Realms video, and in this video I am going to be doing my weekly reset kind of rewards claim. I've seen other people do this and I always wanted to do it, but I keep forgetting and I just start claiming rewards and I'm just like, oh yeah, I could have done that video. Well, this time I'm not forgetting, and what we'll do on the screen is we'll have a before and after of my currency section in my storage. So if we go to my currency, this is the before, and I will screenshot this. And this can be added to afterwards, and then we'll basically take the same screenshot afterwards just to see the kind of gains we've been making, basically. So we're going to be doing things that obviously occur on a 12 to 24 hour basis as well. Things like this, things like my resets in here. We're going to be claiming some of the 2 stars. I'm going to see if I can get any summons out of this. So my diamonds might go down in this situation. My diamonds would go down, but my summons would go up, and it is generally beneficial to buy these 70 summons, 70 diamonds for a summon. 70 summons would be something, but 70 diamonds, you save 18 diamonds. So generally speaking, it is worth anything that is money. Gold, I generally will pick up. Sometimes I even pick up something like this because Guardian pieces are a little bit harder to come by when running GR2. So generally buying Guardian in here isn't a bad idea. And then sometimes you can even get like the ancient kind of shards in the bottom right hand corner, but for gold. So definitely worth keeping an eye out for that. Anything that costs gold, even if it's like these kind of upgrade materials, I always get as well. We get a lot more resets now. I did for a period buy the stamina, but it took me a long time to get through it, so I stopped buying the stamina. I think the only time I'd buy stamina now would be cans. I'm not going to buy the flat stamina, even though it's still good value. You have to use it, and sometimes I don't want to use it instantly, and it can be not beneficial in that case. So at the moment, we've only had 1 summon. We're getting a couple of auto fights. I don't really need to buy those, and then we get the diamond reset. Now, I don't go into diamonds because if you're saving like 18 diamonds per summon, if I use 10 here, I mean, I have to hit it, and if I don't, then it's a problem. I just check it over the course of the day, and I get a couple here and there. I haven't got any currency here, but if we go into my guilds, there is going to be the dividends, which should be giving me some currency. So I'll be able to come out of here, and I'll be able to buy those 2 summons. I will save up my currency and get the legendary skill crystal. I generally can get the 2 summons and the legendary skill crystal every week, and then sometimes get an ancient on top. Like last week I did an ancient. I finished in Platinum 3. I sometimes push for the ancient, sometimes I don't. This time I did not. It was area arena and I hadn't rebuilt my team properly. We're going to just claim these. These are daily, so I do try and claim these. And this is the weekly, obviously 3 extra summons. So we've got a few summons so far. A few. And then in here, obviously, the weekly reset of this Apex Crystal chest. Cost 20 Apex Crystal, Apex coins. I think it's worth it. I think I can show you what's in it there. So, generally speaking, the worst reward would be like a 1 summon, a 15 shard, or a 5 shard. That's fine. That's worth it. But the bigger things are 2 summons, or like an ancient, or an actual divine. So that's what we get. It's going to be half a ancient. I'm not going to complain too much about that one. And then we have the reset here. I buy keys and I buy energy as a preference. And then I do look at the warriors down here. There are particular demon soldiers that I'm actually going for. These are not them. But if they are here, I would pick them up. And they're not. So I can potentially go for auto fights, but I'm actually not going to do that. This costs quite a lot, 500, and I think I've got over 1,200 auto fights right now. So I'm pretty good there. And then that's pretty much it for the resets. I bought everything in here I wanted. I bought the actual unidentified pieces, and then the Wicked Vengeance piece. So that's a monthly reset. And I'm buying ancients in here as I get the currency in the codex runs. So that's that. Basically the basics there. I'm getting onto the juicy bits now. I'll just claim these 3 rewards. You do get a summon in here. There we go. So there's another summon. Make sure to claim that. And let's claim all of this. This will give me summons, but also shards and energy. This is a bit random. Sometimes you can get some nice ones. I think I've got 2 with actual summons in it this week. 3. There's a 3rd one. 4. This has actually been a pretty good week. Because, I mean, that was a green mission, and it gave it, but that was a legendary one. And we've got some shards as well, so we might be able to actually craft some stuff after this. Okay. And then we're going to guilds. Here's the juicy rewards. I'll just do my submit here. We'll do that. And we'll do that. And what's this like? If I'm over 20, we're good. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Okay. The daily, like, Drake's Chasm, these rewards, these can obviously give the Soulstones. I haven't had a Soulstone in a little while. I'll be completely honest with you. I haven't had a Soulstone in a little while, so we'll see. Gold chest is what we want. Ooh, we get a gold chest. What's it gonna be? Ancient's good, skill crystal's good, divine's good, and obviously Soulstone. But it can obviously be a little bit of a duff reward. Let's see. Ancient, I'll take that. I'll take that. I did get the double ancient chests, like one in this one and one in the other one, when I did my Valara pools. So that was really nice. I actually had that on my Valara pools video. Okay, the next one. Are we gonna get a gold chest again? We do not. Can we get a summon? We get diamonds and a summon. So you might not know this, but when you open the 2 chests, the 2 chests can never have the same rewards that you get. So I've got diamonds and I've got the actual summon. The next chest, no matter what it is, it will never give diamonds and it will never give a summon. That's why you can never get like 2 Soulstones back to back. You can never get 2 ancients in the same double crate. You can get it from separate rewards. So this is generally going to be crap. This reward, it'll be energy and stuff like this. Yeah, actually it's not too bad. That's 450 legendary dust. I think they actually buffed this. The dust was buffed, but also 3 ancient shards doesn't sound like a lot, but it all adds up. I'll definitely take that as well. So that's that. And now we move on to Titanic Ruins. I did hit a pretty decent score with my APOC 1 team. I think it was like 40k. But I made a massive mistake. I could have survived, and I was like, well, I've hit 30k, whatever. So I think I should be able to hit higher. The reason why it's good to try and, improve your APOC 1 team is if they do ever add an APOC 3, these 2 teams are going to shuffle down. You're probably still only going to get 2 keys. So your APOC 2 team will become your APOC 3 team, and your APOC 1 team will have to be able to beat APOC 2, which is actually quite hard. 120k. And my team's starting to get better for APOC 1, like really good. So I've got hopes that it could potentially do a decent dent into APOC 2. But here's the APOC 1 rewards. It is the APOC 1 rewards first. This is max crate. So we'll see if we can get any ancients in here. We get 1 ancient off the start, and we'll get a divine and an ancient. This is nice. This is nice. I did use a bunch of divines for getting my Nascent. It took me 19 to get my Nascent character. I had a video of my compilation of mine and my viewers' Nascents on my channel. I think it was worth it in the end, but yeah, it is what it is. And in here, I can decide what I want to go for. 3 shards, 50 of this currency. Don't really need this. I'll take a full gear recasting hammer. That's pretty decent. A full hammer's nice. And APOC 2, I think I hit one of my highest scores. I think I hit like 270k. And I'm not going to say the character I got from Nascent, but let's just say my Wukong was hitting a lot harder because I had this character in my team. My Wukong got like 1.1 million thousands, so it's like the craziest score I've ever got. I think the highest I've ever had is 600,000 million or whatever it is. Just like 600,000 instead of the 1.1 mil. On the screen is his score. It was kind of crazy. Let's see what we get from this crate. 120 crate, 120k. Sometimes this can be a massive flop, by the way. I sometimes get terrible rewards from 120k. And we're gonna get 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's good. That's good. We'll take this. We'll take this. Sometimes I get like no ancients and like maybe 3 summons, and it's just a lot of random other currency. And it was looking that way. But the 4 ancients did save it. The 4 ancients definitely saved it. What's going to be the bonus reward here? They're pretty bad. I think we'll probably take bullion. Because I've got 6,000 of the other ones. I've got a lot. Whereas bullion is probably going to be the limiter. I haven't done many of these upgrades in the entirety of my account. I really should look into that at some point. Like really looking at the best. I haven't got any like elite pieces to upgrade, so that's pretty much it. I think that's it on the rewards that I need to claim. I don't think there's anything else that's kind of standard. Oh, we did actually get something to complete, and it was a. There we go. We just hit an ancient. Okay, so is it time to compare the before and after? I think, have we got everything? I think we've got everything. I mean, I will run through Void Rift. I guess I could just quickly run through Void Rift now because this is part of the weekly reset. So I'll be right back. Okay, Let's say beaten. I think I managed to claim everything walking around. Sometimes you miss something. Sometimes you miss something. Let's see. Is it 100%? Yeah, we got it all. Okay. Let's see if we get anything from this. We can get like ancients. We get an ancient. Okay, it's not too bad. I've noticed a bug when I sell it. It goes back to this claim screen and I have to click OK and then say no, I don't want to leave so I can sell the other one. That's been going on for a little while. Did we get a skill crystal? I actually didn't check that. You can I did get one recently. Okay, no, I didn't get a skill crystal in here. Okay, so pretty standard stuff otherwise. We'll back out. Yes, we'll leave. And then I'll craft that ancient. We go into... Oh, we'll claim this as well. Get one shard of a divine. I don't think that's going to be enough. No, I need another 24. That's that ancient. So now we can compare currencies. And you can see I've gone from 48.67 diamonds up to 50.09. So that's actually pretty good. And then if you look at divines has gone +1. Ancients has gone +10. The actual currency for upgrading artifacts has gone up by just about 2.5k. And then we've gone up by 2 million gold. Not really that big a deal. We've gone up by like a bit of XP, but more importantly, we've gone up by 15 normal summons. So a pretty decent week, I think. 10 ancients on a reset is really nice. Obviously, some of them are part of like Void and so on and so forth, but still, I generally get about an ancient a day at the moment, doing all the Malric stuff and just general gameplay, especially during the anniversary. More than an ancient a day on average, but this is obviously bumped that average up to at least 2 a week, 2 a day, because 10 for a 7-day week is more than 1 a day instantly. And I think I should get like more than 1 a day for the rest of the week. So it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week. Hopefully you get some good rewards on your reset. Do tell me if you sometimes get done with the 120k reward in APOC 2, the second boss, where you hit 120k and then it's just like, where are my ancients? Where are my rewards? I sometimes got such terrible rewards, I actually don't even know what happened, but it is the way it is. And we'll see if we'll do this again in the future, but this was a little bit of fun. And now I'm just going to be stocking up. New banners on the way, hopefully, and some good stuff to pull for. That's it for this little video, though. Thank you very much for tuning in. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.